Well, hello, everybody. My name is Solid, and great to have you here. Hi. Well, God, it's been a minute since I've done one of these more not so much interactive videos, but like what's the word? A lot more chiller videos. And the reason behind it is because I do not want to do my dailies um without talking to y'all first, because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the mind dumbness, I need somebody to talk to, and I think today is a great day to do that for. But we are going to be talking about the current banners as well, so you can skip ahead. I'll hopefully post it in the video down below. Yeah, I'll be sure to kind of note that. But yeah, no. If we're here to like talk a little bit, I man, I have been doing these ones like on the dot for whenever the game resets, every single time so far, and I am getting, like I said, it's 2 p.m. right now. I wish I could do them a little bit earlier sometimes, because again, we kind of fall into this loop where, again, kind of log in, claim everything, do what you're supposed to, and by the way, you're supposed to is like do the daily shit that they fucking write down. I've been ignoring the extra 100 stamina every single day because I refuse to give a fuck about it. Because as much as I could log in like a little bit earlier, I do not want to log in more than I have to. And honestly, I will be talking about this a little bit. I hate this so much. I have been getting fucking gummy after gummy after gummy after gummy every single fucking time from these discs. There was one time I got gems, but it was once, and it was like, I think like a week ago. But that was pretty asinine. I think I already did that. But there will be another video uploaded. I don't know if today or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, depending on my willpower to play this game. Because again, it kind of gets brought, like, not so much brought to my attention, but it is very tiring to like do all these things at the same time. And it's not, and again, it's mostly from my vocal kind of prospect things, because everything, like, the game is fine. Like, mentally, it's just fucking doing the same shit that kind of tires me out sometimes, but it is kind of more like a very easy loop to kind of go through, because, again, as you can see, it's fairly fast. Nothing super crazy, like, click a button, click a button, click a button. It's very simplistic, and I have gone much better doing this thing, because, of course I am. And that's what happens when you do this fucking shit, like, approximately, like, for a year or so, repeatedly, and you slowly get better at it. And, you know, is what it is. But let me see. We got that. We're gonna do claim that. Then we have Wishing Festival and that's stuff left, but how are you guys doing in PvP, by the way? Because I have been ignoring the shit out of this like it's the plague. I got like fairly like ranked up high recently on after like they dropped the patch. I got to like 40 or even like close to like 30th place recently on this. But it really just starts to annoy me. And it's not because of it, well, it is because it's bad. It kind of I'm gonna do this. Let me see how that is. That's probably fine. A bam? Yep, clear. Alright. That's the only one I was kind of worried about. Very good. Which again, all of these ones are very repeat of the same shit over and over again. Like, where I start having issues is probably closer to like the 30th and whatever, because obviously people are trying really hard. I don't have as much like power scaling on my characters. It's pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie, but that's because I've just been playing around for like a year plus to this point. I think we're probably going on to about like year and like 6 months-ish or so. I think. Because I originally started a little bit around when the game kind of came out originally, but a little bit after like a month or so. But let me double check. Previous ranking on the highest ranking. But yeah, no, that's kind of what kind of not necessarily. I wouldn't say kept me going. That's crazy. But again, we're talking about like playing this game consistently, and that's kind of what has irked me a little bit. It's just kind of like the loop of things is really fucking dull. Like it's quite dull, honestly. And after a while, and obviously for it's getting dull kind of things. It's not that it's bad, because I like knowing what the fuck I'm doing. That's kind of the fun. This is kind of fun with me. It's whenever like you do everything normal and then suddenly they change it, and I'm like, oh god. Prepare for this. Yeah, but this one is like what, 6 minutes? It's not bad on the daily stuff. I think it's good. I'm just trying to like get everything up to like the proper ranking, so I already like maxed out what I could. I think we have, because I think it's triple rate, right? Yeah, that's triple the rate, I believe. But y'all let me know how your summons are going, how y'all are doing. If you have pulled on the Emilia banner, or if you've chosen to pull the Emilia banner, let me know how those summons went, because I'm very curious. I'm still considering it myself. I'm waiting on them to like release the teaser on the Shadow Fist is coming in a couple of days. We'll see what happens, because again, I already summoned the previous Shadow Fist. If it's somebody I don't really care about, I might summon for Emilia. Just because it's a limited banner that it's a good character. Would I recommend it for everybody? Not if you necessarily like it. It's also, from my understanding, High School Ada is also like a really great choice, so you may not even have to care for them as well. I think, what was it? We talked about it a little bit. Because just a banana, my man kind of threw me some characters that are pretty good currently. Yeah, High School Ada and Simpson Ada are in 1 and 2 respectively. And I will, because the thing, right? They kind of dropped like a bunch of blue banner, like just in from between here and the past, and that's what I've been waiting for, because they like towards the end of the month sometimes they do like all the campaign events and all that shebang, and they just drop like a bunch of shit for you to like summon on, perhaps. And if you're a paid player, there are some that are decent. And now we're gonna check them out. Talking about that. And we did it in about 8 minutes, so we're gonna put that on the video down below. 8:08. Actual. And again, I do apologize for taking like 8 minutes on my dailies. I am so sorry. I could have been faster. But again, we have all these banners kind of dropped. I do think that they dropped the ball, and for me personally, for these ones, because this is a great way to milk some gems for some of your older characters. But this is also a great way to actually get paying players something out of it. It's pretty nice. I think this is this one and this one typically are only like, this one probably has 30 pulls. This one only has a singular one. Unless, because I think it's a singular one, right? Yeah, you can only pull them this once. Because these ones are limited, you can only pull them once. These ones you can pull up to 30 times, which is, I think, guaranteed every single time. Which is pretty good, actually, because it has like decent characters. Awakening Our Shadow is actually good compared to the Blue Shadow. I think Awakening Our Shadow can still be useful in like PvE situations. I think he may be like a great replacement for some other characters, but again, with other characters like getting like SS Plus gear, and I know there's like been some sightings, and by sightings I mean I'm watching Twitter and here and there on the posts on what they have, and we are getting a couple of SS Plus gears coming up soon. At least that's, I think it's the official one, I think. Hold on, we're gonna put up my patch. History, I need my extensions. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up right now. Yeah, so we got at least from my understanding, this is the official release stuff. So we have curly high school girl Seda. We're getting her SS Plus gear as well. We're also getting the high school Zeta and high school Alpha as well. And we're getting both of their SS Plus magic gear. We're also getting SS Plus magic gear for the Shadow Fest or Shadow Gear new, which is pretty good. And again, I believe this is the official one. It's always like really kind of interesting to kind of see all these banners and stuff, or not banners, but all the like little things that they're kind of releasing. We also did they release the Alexia SS Plus gear for the S. What? I'm not reading that right. Let me double check. That's the translation error probably. I think under the actual character itself, we probably have that right now. Let me see. An ice cream cone is what it has. So, have this by characters. Yeah, have by characters for selection. Huh. There we go. After school Royal Ice Cream Royal Escort. That's the name? That's crazy. Until the number of surviving allies falls below 5, raises the defense of all elementals by 30%. Also raises attack by 30%. Raises damage with their holy fucking shit. That is honestly not a bad. That's not a bad. Is that attacking? I think that's a regular S or A character. I think. I don't typically have those upgraded like skill wise, but yeah, no, this is I think originally something else. Yeah, I definitely think this was like an S character. We can probably figure that out from this thing. Let's see. Shop. I'm gonna go to items, and then we're gonna player. We'll at least know if it's A or not. Magic Royal Escort A class. Yeah. Because I think there's like S classes, right? I don't know if that's falls under that. We're gonna edit preset back. We're gonna edit preset. We're gonna go not preset, but do we have starting rank rarity? No, that just doesn't make any sense. That is kind of bizarre, and again, they all kind of end up around the same kind of power level. Their scaling is worse for the ones that are not Shadowfest or not Collab events ways, because their skills kind of fall through fairly fast. But I believe this is originally an S or A character. Yeah, raises some damage inflicted, but this is pretty bad. They were really afraid to make them stronger back in the day, and again, it kind of balanced itself out. Really thinking about it, whenever the entire party gets like a 5% buff, they'll get like a total of 15% buff. But in the long run, it really didn't do much. But really looking at it now, it is a bit of a bigger buff than you'd think. Now the problem is with a lot of take for example defense buffs, you can't really stack them properly if you don't have them duped up. So it ends up kind of being really detrimental when you can only have one character that does like, hey, you have 5% on the entire party. Well, that only keeps them alive by 5%, especially when certain like bosses do like a full wipe of like their hit. If you decrease the damage by 5%, sometimes that might do something. Sometimes that might not mean anything. But setting that aside, we've already went over kind of these characters banners. We're going to be talking about the Double Trouble banner, and as well as the Blue Elemental Special Epic banner. These are pretty standard. I don't think I have access to these characters yet, but I can tell you from experience. Do I have access to them? No. They're interesting. We do have access to Imperfect Sword play Alexia, so she's not bad. Sid Kagano, I don't think it's his gear. I believe, as far as I know, one of the best blue tanks, as far as I'm aware, is probably Imperfect Sword play Alexia. She is among the better blue tanks in the game, if not the best. I think I believe that's what I've heard. I'm not entirely sure at this point. This because there's like maybe Delta might be better now. Perhaps. It raises own defense by 10%, and then for 15 seconds, that's actually not bad still, but inflicts 80% damage on single enemy. That's not bad. What is these? Each time damage is received, shields damage from itself. It raises defense. Blue Therian Triptane. Okay. I think because I think blue like Therian Trip specifically had like a pretty decent kit of characters, but they didn't have as many as you think, so they kind of end up falling off. Because they have her, and they have her, which is again not bad, but I think they're like if you didn't summon on the maid outfit Delta, you kind of end up in like you drop the ball in that type of Therian Trip game, which again isn't necessarily like the worst thing ever, but it kind of is not great. But talking about tanks, let's see, because we're talking about special epic. So, what are the chances of me getting this? Here's the thing, right? With these ones, and I do believe you can only summon once from this banner. Oh, 2 times. Fancy. Okay. You can summon twice from this banner, so you have a chance of getting a character twice. Okay, that's better, but those are still some pretty shit odds, to be honest with you. I think blue honestly needs a new tank at this point. If I was thinking about anybody, I think I would need a better tank. I will say this though. Honestly, SS Blood Gear Alpha is still a solid early game option, especially since if you're like really shit with SS with like luck and you keep getting like Alpha, she may be like busted out of her mind if you're like unlucky as can be. I think we're gonna go to Fusion Festival. We'll see what people are rocking, because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, because I think blue Alpha Gear Alpha SS Plus Gear Alpha, always a great option. I think because again you want to kind of be tanky in that prospect, but I think like the meta and more optimal option is probably Alexia. But as far as like units that are consistent and very strong, like probably Alpha Alpha SS Plus Gear Alpha. That's kind of what my go-to is. I think blue probably has like a need of like a new blue unit, but see, this is kind of like one of the best kind of teams in the game. And I did hear that the best support blue is probably her. And did I? Yeah, because I rocked that on Training Center, I think. Yeah, because Alpha is again always a good option. This team would always pretty much clown on it, and I think it was like because I swapped out to Shadow. I think Shadow did way less damage. So I was gonna test him out, but he's not really quite that good. But let me double check what is on this banner even. So we got Summer Claire. I think unless they give her SS Plus gear, she's gonna be pretty ass. Because I don't think she has one yet, and if she does, I'm not. Let me double check. I do not want to be talking about my ass. Again, Claire has probably some of the best SS Plus capabilities in the game. For her regular SS character. It's insane to me. And she had such a good fucking gear, and I fucking never really looked at her. But after a while, I was just like, yeah, let me just blow that up. But yeah, no, I don't think she has one. Yeah. And again, I think personally, like, some of the characters can get like really fixed up with the gear, and it's kind of impressive. But as far as I know, yeah, we're gonna check out the kind of Alexia, because she's one of the few ones to kind of look at. Let me see her stat. A party with 4 more elementals reduces 15% of damage. Further shields allies based on 3% of skilled users' defense. It's pretty. It scales up pretty decently, especially if it's defense. What does this do? Raises his own defense by 20% on surviving allies below 20. That's pretty acceptable. Wins and go next year for all based on defense. It scales up defense so hard that you'd probably be dumb to not use that. Perfect swordplay, obviously we know that one. 20%, so it's acceptable, but let's see, Glistening Blade. Inflicts damage, lowers defense with 10%, also raises damage received by 10%. Further reduces defense by 20%, raises damage received by the element. So, defense kind of thing, and then defense stats. This is probably like the best one. And then Provoke. I can see well that's pretty good. In like a damage scenario, she's probably really nice. I think honestly, it's just her base skills. If any Shadowfest ever get SS Plus gear, they're gonna be really busted. I think the first one that might need SS Plus SS Plus gear is, I think, in my opinion, is the first ever SS Shadowfest, but like Shadowfest release. And probably some of the like earliest 7 Shadows. So this one, a lot of them kind of fell off a little bit. And again, it's from my opinion, a lot of them fell off. I think Shadow probably would need the most SS Plus here, because like watching one of the main characters on like the main character in the show, it kind of falling off is kind of crazy to me. But we'll get there when we get there. I'm hoping that becomes a thing soon, but we'll see. But yeah, more than anything, I think the banner on this one is not bad for like the raid up, but if you just have 2,800 gems to throw around, I think probably better off doing it on the winter campaign. Because you at least get an extra, like I said, like you get up to 3, right? And all of these ones are pretty decent. Perfect Swordplay Alexia is good, but I don't think she's as good as it used to be. She's probably one of the best ones in the game, but again, not as great as it could be. Zeta is probably, from understanding, one of the kind of in there. Let me double check. I'm going off what people say, but I'm not 100% sure because I've never really tried them. So hard to tell what I'm not entirely sure. Ada is the best one, and then Swimsuit Zeta is the second one. That's from Mr. Banana's point of view, at least. Again, I'm not sure about how to test these characters out since I don't have them. I don't know how they perform, and as much as I can tell you, like from a numbers perspective, some of them look better on paper, and some of them probably do better on other prospects. Overheal, that's fine. That's fine. Speed of all allies, okay, that's pretty good. I can't remember seeing this one. Because I remember she was good, the problem is like they kind of dropped the ball on like the characters after. I was a little upset about it, but setting that aside, probabilities. Let's go back on this. Doesn't have SS Plus gear. We double checked on that. Alexia Midgar, she does. I can get her gear. I already have her. No, I don't. I'm a liar. I do not have her. She wouldn't be here. Sherry Barnett does. I think hers was pretty okay. Alexia is okay. It's pretty acceptable. Elegant Curves Alexia Midgar. I don't know about her. I don't think she has an SS Plus gear. As far as I'm aware. Ocean Commotion, Seda. She's new, so she definitely doesn't have it. Lust in the Summer Alpha. Do not think she has one, because I think she came out with Zeta. Ada Experiment Proof, and that's kind of it. It is mostly filled with blue units. you are guaranteed one on the 10th step, as always. So you summon 10, and then the last one you're guaranteed one. There's a chance of getting another one, but as always, gambling, we don't do that here. So we are we're statistic people. If you want to summon on this and you want a chance at her, you have a so 0.4%. So that's about a 1 in 9, give or take. Probably more out of accurate because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 in 7. Definitely better. However, you can only summon this twice, and if you don't get lucky, you're kind of screwed. And again, even if you do get another copy, this is the kind of fuck thing, in my opinion. This is why I sometimes don't like these banners. You can only, if you get 3 characters from this, it serves you no purpose to get more than 2. Well, it does if you have more dupes, but if you get the characters, sometimes you will need to summon on them again anyway. Which, again, not necessarily a super crazy bad thing, but you're going to have to summon on their banner at some point. Unless they're kind of summer units, and some of them are kind of, their gear kind of comes in the quest log, so you might have it already. But again, yeah, take for example, Watermelon Cleaver. I already have this. This is for Alpha. I have some of these ones, so it's not the worst thing, but actually, I have all of their gear, all these ones' gear, so it's kind of crazy to me, to be honest with you. But yeah, I would have to kind of get these ones, and then again, you can only exchange up to twice because you can only summon twice. Bit of a weird thing with these ones. I don't really necessarily encourage these ones all the time, but it is something that is just bound to happen. And I think for this one also. Because this one, yeah, you can only exchange 1 item. That's kind of rough. And you're guaranteed one every single time. That's crazy. Let me double check. Do you at least get the weapon from here? No. Yeah. That's kind of a big oof. You can summon up to 30. They're forcing you to summon up to 30 times if you won the weapon. That's crazy. The only one I would probably summon on personally is probably Rose, but I do not see myself spending on this banner. Rose is probably one of the strongest characters that I know from kind of like 1v1. Oh, this banner is filled with dog shit. What the fuck? Young researcher, this is Wiki Hour. Shadow. This is a really dogshit banner. What the hell? Bro, there's not even... Oh, that is some merciless fucking banner. Yeah, literally, you only get 1 Shadow Fist. They only expect you to get 1 Shadow Fist. The other 3 characters are just crud. They expect you to get crud. So you pretty much have a RNG chance on this one. I thought this one was going to be bad. This is worse than this one. Fucking terrible. Actually fucking terrible. This is a bait banner. Like, at that one, just summon on this one. This is actually better than this one. Because you have a... Because what is it? There's like 4 different characters, right? That actually matter. It's a 4.5% chance, which doesn't really mean anything to me. Especially since if you can only get a weapon anyway, so if you don't have the weapon, you're screwed. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Shadow Fist in this banner, which would be nice to say if there wasn't just riddled with trash. You're only guaranteed one SS character. That's crazy. So I definitely think this is a bit of a bait banner to kind of get diamonds on you. I definitely thought it was going to be better, but no, I thought too much of this one. Goddamn, a banner's ass. This one's better. These 2 characters are definitely much stronger, I think, and have better probability. So if you're really thinking of somebody in this one, I would have skipped these, especially if you're paying. There's definitely better banners. Definitely, this one's probably one of the better ones because of the dual kind of thing. Now, would I recommend do summoning on these? It's up to you. I think it really is up to you. I'll leave it at that, though. My thoughts went on fairly long, but Yeah, no, I'm a little. Well, no, that's the point. This is just bad banners, honestly. This is has a 1 in 7 of being really bad. This is just terrible. You have a RNG chance of getting. Like, granted, they're all decent shadow things, I'm not gonna lie. But you have to summon on the way in, and I thought you were gonna like get maybe 3. Not really. It's 1. You're guaranteed 1. And then it's up to RNG to kind of tell you, like, hey, you get a. I mean, they're all. Again, they're all decent. Like, I'm not kind of trashing it that much. Just haven't yet, because it has hers. She's acceptable. She is the character that I think is built specifically for dark the what you call it, fuck. My brain didn't bad. I think she's built specifically for Dark Knight Duel. And I think Shadow is pretty acceptable. Aurora is pretty good. I guess it's acceptable if you kind of gold weight 30, but do not expect anything other than like maybe one character that you might already have. There's a 75% chance of getting a pretty, well, let's say 100% chance of getting like a decent character, but some of them are much older than others. In my perspective, I think the better one is between Aurora and maybe Ropes, maybe? Alexia's one of the better tanks in the game. Shadow does have his place, so I'm not necessarily going to cook him too much because he does have his Unleash form, which does a shit ton of damage. But again, we're kind of... If you don't want... Like, I guess maybe it's not that bad, but... It's hard to tell. Because like, you're only getting one character from this banner that matters. It's kind of cheap, so I'll give it that. 30 pulls, I guess. It's a pass. It's a pass. If you like all of them, if you want any of them, 30. Like, drop 30 pulls on this. It definitely is better odds, but I already have Aurora A5. I would like Rose, but I don't really care for Shadow at the moment. I think I'm going to get him at one point or another. And Imperfect Circle Alexia. I'm good with my alpha at the moment, so nothing. But yeah, that's all. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully this was entertaining, at least informative to you. Let me know if there's something else you would like me to know about. Post it in the comments down below and ask questions away. Anyway, have a good one and see you solid. Oh, and if you have any comments, remember to post them. Bye-bye. See you solid.